Good morning, friends. We're back from Sedona, and let me tell you something. Arizona owes me nothing, but we will be getting into that a little bit later here. Welcome back to, seriously, the Claudia Project, your morning show where we talk about lifestyle, motivation, and making sure you really show up for yourself. I'm your host, Claudia, and as you know, we are here Monday through Friday, usually, except last week we took a little bit of a hiatus because I went to Sedona for a few days, so that's what I'm going to get into first. So I went to Sedona with 5 of my girlfriends. One of my friends, Jenn. Hey girl, I know you're out there listening. She is getting married this October, so we went on a little bachelorette trip out to Arizona, Sedona specifically. I had been to Arizona before, but mostly just Phoenix. And let me tell you, I had a little bit of pushback at first because there was conversation about going to Costa Rica, but if you're looking for something stateside, I can tell you that Sedona is definitely a place to check out. Things to keep in mind if you're planning a girls trip is Sedona is about 2 hours outside of Phoenix. So you're either gonna need to rent a car, which is what we did, or you're going to have to set up a shuttle situation, which might be possible. But again, we rented a car and then we stayed in an Airbnb in Sedona. Super helpful that one of the girlfriends is happily expecting, so we had a designated driver while we were out there. But most things from the Airbnb are about, we stayed in a small little neighborhood, and so it was about 7 minutes from a Clark's grocery store, and then probably another 20 minutes to get to the city of Sedona. So it's a little bit of a trek as far as like driving back and forth, but let me tell you, the views were absolutely astounding. There's nothing like seeing the Red Rocks when you wake up. And then we went on a wine tour, which I didn't even know, you just don't know what you don't know about a city, right? So we scheduled a wine tour. I'll see if I can find the links for where we actually got it from, but they picked us up at a grocery store where you can park your car, and then it drove us to 4 different wineries, which was amazing. There was a built-in lunch, so we didn't have to worry about that. But all the wineries in Arizona were really, really good. If you live on the East Coast, similar to me, you know the North Georgia wineries, it's like a vibe, but I wouldn't necessarily say the best wine I've ever had. And these wineries out there in Phoenix were Sedona, were actually really enjoyable. And so, 2 snaps and a yeehaw to Sedona, truly. The weather was beautiful. It did rain a little bit, and so it messed up a little bit of the hiking. But outside of that, it was super sunny during the day and very, very hot. And then, of course, it's the desert. So as soon as the sun goes down, it was chilly. So if you're looking for a little bit of both of those things, I think it's really an amazing idea and a place to put on your list of things to check out. Would I go to Sedona again? Maybe. For me, it's a little less city than what I kind of particularly like, and a little bit more of a drive than I want to have to deal with. But if you're interested in hiking and in nature and kind of just chilling, I think it's a super great spot. Every single Airbnb that we looked at had pools and lots of things to do at the house. You can always just rent food. You could always just grab food, cook at the house, not really leave, and that would be a vibe. When we were in our pool, 1, it was heated. There was also a jacuzzi, and then we were overlooking the Red Rocks. Beautiful. And from a city gal who's not used to seeing the stars at night, it was really, really nice to see all of the weather. Tons of animals, tons of tarantulas and bunnies and coyotes. I mean, you're gonna see it all out there. So 10 out of 10, I would definitely recommend. I think if you're looking for a bachelorette that's kind of chill, but there's vibes, this is definitely an option. I will say, if you're looking to go out, not really that kind of vibe. Great for dinner. So there's a ton of places to go out to dinner and kind of get dressed up, do the things. They definitely have the vibes of that. But we went to one night out, and they were supposed to be doing karaoke, and we are the only people who sang. Us and the karaoke guy, who only sang songs I have never heard. But we took the house down. I sang Contagious because I am but a girl, you know what I mean? But overall, I think Sedona was a great idea. We've been talking about this a ton. Spend the weekend. So we went on Thursday. A few people showed up on Wednesday, but we went Thursday morning, left at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, got to Pacific Time because I don't think Arizona does daylight savings time at 9. So it was traveling back in time, and then we're able to work all day and then enjoy the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Went to Amara Spa, got a little 90-minute massage. Seriously, Sedona, 10 out of 10. Can't recommend it enough. You guys go out there, make sure you comment down below. Let me know, guys, what you think, okay? Moving on, our glow up in 90 seconds. So, you know that we're on this 12-week trend. I've officially started as of today. You guys, 90-second glow up. Focus on your protein. Get your protein in. Add a protein shake if you need. Get up and have breakfast. Plan it out. If you know you're someone who doesn't like eggs, figure out something you can do to get your protein first thing in the morning. 15 grams to start out your day. Have a cup of water. That's what I'm on. What I've added for my 90-second is like, I'm not trying to tell you to spend any money, but listen, I bought a stand-up desk at work, which my job covered, which was nice. And then I bought a $200 walking pad, got my 10,000 steps today. So I didn't even have to think about working out after. Walked for 2 hours at work while I was answering emails, knocked that 10,000 steps out. I will say, I did have to put my Garmin on my ankle because for some reason my steps weren't counting and it was only like 31 steps. And I had been walking for like 40 minutes. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Anyway, this 90-second tip today is to find ways to use the time that you have to make up for the schedule, right? So for me, I was like, okay, I gotta figure out how to get more movement in. I gotta buy this walking desk. And now everybody in my office is like a big running joke. They're like taking pictures of me walking a day. I'm like, I can't be in here like this. You know, men's metabolisms, they think about losing weight, they drop 20 pounds. Me, I think about losing weight and I gain 5 pounds. So I'm super heavy on protein and I'm super heavy on these 10,000 steps. And that's what we're focusing on right now. And then also just drinking water. Lord knows I'm dehydrated. Sedona's taking it out of me. So getting that in too, but I wanted to make sure I let you guys know that a little cheat code, you guys, a little cheat code is the walking desk. I can't say enough positives about it. I thought I was gonna make me kind of dizzy from like bouncing around, but 10 out of 10 would recommend. You should check it out. I'll link the one that I have below, but there's a few different options. So I'll link both of the walking desks that I was looking at. And I'll also link the standing desk that I have just because it could be helpful to you. And truly, like I can't just stand. It's not for me. I did try it to just like have a standing desk and just stand still. That seems crazy to me. But the walking, it's enough. It's enough. It's enough. Get into it. Remember, consistency isn't glamorous, but it's what creates the glow ups. So make a decision on what you're going to focus on. Me, protein, water, 10,000 steps a day. That's what I'm focused on. What are yours? Leave them down below. Let's do this together. We've got 12 weeks. We are going to knock this out before Christmas gets here. That way you and Santa can feel good and you can get yourself something nice. That's my plan anyway. I don't know what it's gonna be. I got Chanel shoes on my brain right now, but I don't need them. I know I don't need them, but I want them. Anyway, maybe I'll check a secondhand shop. Anyway, Atlanta in real life. So you guys know, as I just told you, I just got back from Sedona and it is only right that I shout out my true home, somewhere that maybe many of you haven't been or you have. And that is, I just talked about my glow up, but when I come back from a trip, it is only right that I shout out American Deli. Listen, there is nothing that anyone could say to me, not about it giving people salmonella, not about them being mean or rude. There's nothing anyone could say to make me change the love that I have for American Deli in my heart. Specifically, the one on Howell Mill, that's our local American Deli. The only issue I have is that it's closed on Sundays. And so sometimes I have to drive further to the one in Marietta in order to get the wing fix that I like. You can do them however you like. Me personally, I'm on like a lemon pepper dry. That's my preferred wing currently. Sometimes I'm a lemon pepper teriyaki mixed. I can do it both ways. I want my French fries with seasoning salt on them. I'll season them myself because in true fashion, the delicacy of American Deli allows you to season your own French fries and add extra sprinkles at the end. The lemonade is definitely just sugar. There's no way around that. It is the best thing that exists. And anyone who tells you otherwise, don't trust them. That's the truth of the matter is. Don't trust them, and that is the key. So American Deli of Atlanta, you've got my heart. Check it out. Make sure you guys go. Please tell me down below what your favorite wing combination is. I'm not saying I'm willing to try it, because honestly, I'm not. But someone in the comments might be looking for what to do, and I think it's important that we share with one another our like #1 wing tips. You know what I mean? Crazy. Anyway, community shout out today goes to Jenn. She is getting married, like I said, in October. I'm so proud of her. I'm so excited for her. She is also, fingers crossed, a real estate agent in Savannah. So make sure you guys check her out. She's the #1 down there. She can help you list, sell, whatever real estate agents do. She's doing all of that stuff. She knows contractors now. She's up doing a house. She puts decks on homes. So if you're looking to buy or sell in the Savannah market, make sure you give Jennifer a call. Give two snaps and a yell seriously down in the comments for her, so that she has a wonderful day eloping on us in October on a boat. It's gonna be the most beautiful thing ever. We love Jenn. Community shout out to her. Also, she got me to go to Sedona and I had a wonderful time. So a super shout out to Jenn. Seriously, Sedona, 10 out of 10, can't recommend it enough. Glow up on our goals. So remember guys, figure out something small that you can do. 90 seconds is all it takes to come up with a plan, and then just follow through with it. You can totally do that. And then make sure you hit American Deli while you're here in Atlanta. If you're not, make sure that when you come visit that you check it out, because all of these other wing places they're gonna do it wrong. They're not gonna do what you really need. And I'm here to let you know that. As always, I'm Claudia. Seriously, thank you so much for being here. We will see you again tomorrow. We'll be talking probably night routines. I think that's like the next step in our phase. Would love to hear from you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends. That way we can keep showing up for each other and keep getting better. Talk soon. Bye.